Welcome to the Scientific Investor channel, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. Guys, crypto market is back in green and it looks like it made a bottom and it's kind of moving to the upside. Most of the top 10 currency is moving to the upside, and you can recognize that there is a double bottom, a potential double bottom appearing in the charts. Now, if you have noticed, I put out a video yesterday night. When I saw the charts, I saw opportunity both in XRP, Ether, and generally in the altcoin chart. And I really came out highlighted about this potential engulfing candle which was emerging here. And yes, during that time it was not completed here in XRP. It was the probability of this one. And yes, I really highlighted that there is a double bottom in the RSI, and the potential is that we are going to reverse, we are going to move to the upside. And if you actually check back in that, you can actually see that yes, that did happen just after 1 to 1.5 hours after I uploaded the video. Now guys, in today's video I'm going to cover about XRP, why you need XRP in your portfolio compared to the entire altcoin market. Now before that, I'll actually clarify where we are in the altcoin market and what I think the altcoins are going to do, why an alt season is near. And when I say alt season is near, I'll say you should have XRP as a majority of your altcoin bag, and I'll explain in this video why. Because the return on investment, if you compare it with the altcoin, the entire altcoin market cap, and to that of XRP during each fluctuation, you will understand who is the king. It's not other coins. You can't even consider other coins with XRP in the altcoin market, because XRP is far superior than others, and you can see that the return on your investment, if you are betting on XRP, it's enormous. How can I explain? If you just look at this one chart in which you see 17,000% for the entire altcoin market, you are seeing 70,000% for XRP. Now yes, it's not just a one-off. I can take you guys through all the area where this has been happening, and I would definitely try to discuss each and every point so that you guys get it as easily as possible. Guys, if you see value for your time at this channel, please do support the channel, hit the subscribe button, and by the end of this video, if you like the content, do hit that like button before you jump off. Now guys, I would actually like to take you guys through all of this which I have already created here. Now yes, we just discussed about this, so I'm just leaving that and moving on to the next one. This one is altcoin market cap, and it's a daily chart, so it's not a small one, right? In this one you can actually see that this line was acting as a resistance. We explained it previously. Now what you have to recognize here is we are bouncing from there, and the bounce is kind of confirmed because we have an engulfing pattern. And as we discussed just in yesterday's video, if you actually go into this video, you can actually see I've used indicators like, say for example, engulfing pattern or piercing line to compare with altcoin market, Ether, and XRP in that video. If you guys really want to know more about Ether too, you can actually check back on this particular video. You will get the information there. Now yeah, it's not that long, it's just around 8 minutes, so if you guys want to take a look at that, do look. Now in this one, you also have to recognize when we hit this resistance here, the volume, yeah, it was compared to this one, it was higher. But if you actually look at here, we are much higher than that. We are much higher than that. So if you want to assume that we are going to move to the upside, this is based on what we see in the charts. That's based on facts, right? Now we zoom in a bit closer. Say this is a 12-hour chart for the altcoin markets, and you can actually see that we are getting a parabolic upside movement. Now most of the time when this happens, if you've been in this market for a long time, you understand we are going to get a bounce right to the roof here or above that. That is actually a good news, considering that the RSI came to the bottom and we have a lot of space to move to the upside. Because we were in the overbought area, we had to take a breather, we came down, and if we are moving up, that's going to be cool. Because look, when we were below here in the overbought area, looking at here, you can see that the price was moving down and the RSI was showing you a double bottom, a potential divergence of moving to the upside, and you got kind of 100%, being precise 94%. Now yes, in the altcoin market cap you got a bit better, but here in this particular aspect you got 94%. Now again it's showing you that we have room to run to the upside. Now this is the next one in which I've compared XRP and the altcoin market cap. You can actually see that altcoin market cap was kind of following XRP pattern, because you know this is a huge one. It's not other coins, it's the XRP. If you don't know this, I'm saying this again, XRP is the king of altcoins. Now I'm gonna prove that in this video. XRP is bigger than all the altcoins, and I'm gonna give you an answer why you need XRP in your bag of alts, because if you don't have that, you're gonna miss this out. Say you know this, right? Altcoin market cap bounces way much more than BTC. Alt season gives you much more ROI than all other, the BTC. So if you want to get ahead even above the altcoin ROI, you want to be in XRP. Now you actually can see this trend, right? How it is following XRP or how they correlate. Now if you actually look at the return on your investment from each pump, I'm not talking about one off or 2-4 incidents. Take your long, like if you want to go back till 2 years, 3 years, it's up to you. In this chart I'm trying to go back till kind of 3 years and give you the picture. Say this one, altcoin went up 3,300%. Wow, that is cool, that is great. I'm not saying it's a small amount, it's huge. But if you actually compare with XRP at that particular time, you can actually see it went 5,000% extra. That means it's 8,000%. Now look at the next one here, it went up 500%. Wow, after this, that's huge, that's not bad. But consider that it was 500% here, it's around 2,000%. It's 4 times your money. And if you take the entire one, no one can beat that. Now yes, I'll get back into that after explaining these. Now take the next one, that's the dead cat bounce here. It gave you 145%. XRP came near to that, 120%. So even though it's a bit below the expected ROI on the alts during that particular time, not that far off, right? Okay, now the next one, it's not that clear. I'll see it's 174% here. And if you actually look at that, you only got 65% here for alts. So when it performed well, it performed way much better than the alts. Now the next one, if you look at, you get 89%. You get around 75% here in XRP. So there's no big difference. Yes, there is a difference. Alts played better, 10% better, we'll agree that. But next time you can see XRP came above 86% and the alts did around 100%. Still you can see the correlation. We move more or less, if you take the correlation, you can see that the trend is kind of, if you take it dynamically or statically, you can see that the trend is having a higher correlation. And if you take the price fluctuation with precision, you can understand that we are getting much more than that of the entire alts. If you look at the chart and compare this, zoom in, say both of them are in a similar time frame to show you the pattern, and if you actually want to look at this, you can understand that we are having a similar pattern. But the only difference is in XRP we are kind of getting a bit more bulge here. Yes, the ROI during this particular time frame is a bit low. See, altcoins went around 110% and XRP gave you 94. Now that is not that big difference, right? If you actually compare it to the actual difference which I've been showing here, say 5,000%, or say 4 times your money, 400%, 1,500% extra, or say whichever the case is, XRP has played a major role in improving the altcoin market. Now if you actually look, you can actually understand that we've been traveling in this support resistance area, and previously we were just below the support trend line in this middle area. Then we came above that. We were above that altcoin. Like in the altcoin we were above that support, but within the XRP we were actually below that. So you have to actually keep your mind really clear, focused here. Now when we went up, you can see the alts actually bounced from this level. XRP actually bounced from this level. So if you actually take that low to the high, we got even more if you compare with them. Now the next thing is, when you actually look, we came back close here and tested this area from the bottom because we went way below. But in the altcoins we didn't do that. Then we went below and came to the support level. We did the same here. Now we are moving to the upside. We went and tested this mid-range. We went and tested this mid-range. We went above, and then it blasted to the roof. Yes, but here in XRP we went above. It gave you a retest and a confirmation and then moved to the upside. So that is kind of giving you more time to buy in. And if you are not yet doing this, now I can't help you guys. I'm trying to make out this perspective clearer as much as possible. Now if you want to take out the opportunity as a golden chance, you can. Okay, now looking at the previous cycle, it's not only this cycle. I just want to show you guys, it's not only during this bull market XRP outplayed the alts, but also in the previous one. The time duration here is 2014 to 2017. I'm looking here, and the previous one was from 2017 to 2020. So this is not one cycle which is like this. In the previous cycle, the first one was 2000% for XRP, and at the same time for the alts it was 1800%. Yeah, I agree. Alts came much closer to that of XRP. But in the next one, there was only 320% for the altcoin market, but XRP gave you 900%, 3 times extra. Wow, cool, right? Now, if you look at here, there is a huge difference. The entire altcoin market gave you 550 and XRP only gave you 142. Now you can actually say, yeah, as an altcoin, other altcoin bagger, you won. But look at this, guys. What happened just after that? The entire altcoin, yes, it's not small. 17,000% is huge, humongous. But what will you then say about XRP? It gave you about 70,000%. Where is 17,000 and where is 70,000? I can only help you guys to understand what is happening in the market. It's you who have to decide, because it's finally your portfolio, your decision that rests with you, right? You know, when we hear this in previous movies, English movies, the decision and the consequences lies with you. Yes, it definitely is, because it's your portfolio. I can only show you guys the light at the end of the tunnel. If you really want to move towards that, it's you who have to walk towards that. And this is altcoin market cap, and when I explain this, most of the XRP haters and others in the other altcoins will accept this, that we are moving like this and alts are going to go parabolic. We have a resistance support line here, and probability is like we may move into that, then consolidate a bit and then blast to the roof. If we compare that with XRP, it looks even much more better. Now yes, when you compare the alts, you can see that we blasted off. Now we've been consolidating. Then now, in this particular region, you can see that we shrinked. This is like a bottleneck. Now we are coming out of that. And the possibility for the blast off is getting near. The time frame, we're getting to the end of that if you actually look at this. And from here below the 0% to the upside, it is going to be huge as altcoin market. Now at the same time, if you look at XRP being fair, connecting the resistance and support during the same time frame, what you can understand is XRP outplayed altcoins way much. I agree. Now we'll keep that aside. And if you actually look at this, you can actually see a potential of moving to the upside similar way at the same time. But here it's going to give you 50 to 60% if it is moving back into the support resistance area. But if you consider the support resistance area of XRP, you can see that it's going to give you at least 300%, because it hasn't done much well in last 2 years. It's going to give you much more return. Now yes, if you don't understand what I'm stating, go see these 2 videos in which I have presented scientific article which states this. Now that is not just from my idea, I'm giving you a perspective from the scientific research. Guys, that's all for today, and if you guys had received value from this video, please do support. Again, do support. I need your support to grow the channel. Hit the subscribe button, and if you got value, do obliterate the like button. I'll meet you guys on the next one. Bye for now.